Let's go on an adventure. Wanted to pack my stuff. There's my boots, my hat. Got some gear. And of course, if you're gonna be a cowboy, you gotta have chaps. Keep your legs unscratched. Of course, good cowboys are custom-made chaps. And they got some powder because you're gonna be in the saddle a lot. Of course, it's been a while since I've flown, so I signed up with the good folks at Delta. Required reacquainting myself with airports and the delays that the airports sometimes take. But I got to enjoy some delicious peanuts, coffee, and the information in flight. Had the first fly to Minneapolis before I got to Billings. Got to Billings. As you can see, the scenery's a little bit different than the city and urban environments. Wide open spaces. The roads went from cement to dirt and gravel. It was a long drive, and it was a large transition. Got to the ranch. We got rooms. My room was perfect in format. There's the dining area was great. And you can see our menu and food areas great. Great briefing by Jennifer, and welcome to Dryhead Ranch. Breakfast was next day. Everybody was eager for our first day. Jake gave us the briefing. Everybody's excited. It's a beautiful morning to start the day. We had saddles all lined up, and I was assigned Rand, the white horse.
We ride on the outside of these cattle. If they come out, bump them back in. Today might be a little bit of a for a little bit. If we get to running around, be careful. Don't get flying around too much. Just only do what you can. If you guys that haven't ridden much, if somebody leaves beside you and your horse wants to go, shut him down. Don't just let him. You make sure that if you want to trot or you want to go, that you're the one that tells him that's what you want to do. Okay? They're horses and they like going with each other. That's just the way it is. Like I was saying, the trail where the cattle are the cattle's trail. The only time I come in, and there's definitely spots where you have to swing in and go through because you can't get around a big hole or a draw or something like that. Another thing is I like them cattle to kind of stay together. You don't want to get in the middle of them and take the lead away. It's kind of like a chain. You break the link, the ones in the back are the tired and the slow ones, and then you don't have anything pulling them, you know. When we get up to the other end, there's kind of a lane on the gravel road, and we will kind of split them there because it's the only way to get them through there. But that's the only reason we do that. If you see a cow kind of turned around, heading back, most likely she's going back to find her calf. And I would like them to go. I would really like them to come back and get their calf so that they can walk mother. I know it looks like, you know, oh, she's going the wrong way. She'll be all right. Let her come back and get her calf.
We eventually got started, and our first day of cattle drive went without a hitch. Record time. Cows came out like a bullet, they said. It was just spectacular to get started. I can't tell you the feeling you have when you're doing something so real as this. You can tell I was a happy cowboy. That's Gary. Okay, this is the actual end of the first day. And we got them up to the corral where they're gonna park overnight. And due to expert training, this turned out to be a really good cattle drive. Saved a couple hours because there was no confusion. And some of the riders were able to get on their horse from the ground. Because the first day went so well, the whole crew was taken out for a tour of the local canyons. That's what happens when you've got a great cattle drive. You get some bonus recreational time. And the views were spectacular. This is Bighorn Canyon. Do you feel it? I do. Now, before we got back, Mother Nature announced her presence with snow. Fine fitting for a first day. Good day for coffee. After we got the horses and the cows to the corral, they drove us back to the ranch. Cowboys need a big breakfast. We got another drive today, and we're burning sunlight. Day 2. This is the beginning of day 2. Somebody getting a little snack. Mom was being very courteous. Well, that last episode we had to dismount, climb up a bunch of rocks, and get back on. Now we're up in the top of the range, and all the cattle had to go up those steps. They didn't have any saddles, but they managed to find their way up, and now the moms are looking for their babies.
because the herd's stretched out pretty good. Well, this is up on the top of the range, and we're letting them graze a little bit before we take them down some more hills and stuff. A little windy up here, you might notice, but it's freaking incredible up here. Those are wild Mustangs. Yeah, someone's agreeing to that. Well, we're holding them up here. The watering can up there. And the whole herd is way back there. So it's up to me and Rand and some of my friends to hold up the herd until we bunch them all up. Day 2. Got some hay in there. We're all kind of lined up. It's gonna be a short day. Only going 5 or so miles. Getting ready. Come out that gate. Dogs are ready. They're resting up. He's opening the gate now. And they're off. Here they come. Day 3 starting.
I have to be transparent, that's not actually me.
Another day in the range. Sure is great. It's just beautiful. Somebody's tired. We'll be back tomorrow. They'll be scattered all over this corral, pretty big corral. We'll have to round them up. It'll take about 45 minutes, they said, before we do. Big lake tomorrow. It's just going to be 15 miles. There's an 80% chance of rain. So I suspect my duster might get a little workout.
Not as good. Not as good.
Cowboys have fun. Pay attention. Matt's gonna prank Tate. You watch this. Matt got Tate bucked, but the joke's on both of them because the gates were open and all the horses ran out to the pasture because they weren't paying attention. Cowboy fun has its price. tried to get even with Matt, but was unsuccessful.
Oh, Lord.
This here is all the south side, which is where we normally run our heifer.
Yeah.
And then the top side of Red Springs, it's all one pasture. We use them as two separate ones. That ridge up there with the car where piling with the snow on it. On the other side of that is what's called the fish burn. And now the grass gets this hot. It's awesome. And this side of that too, the biggest thing on top of the flat is one big pasture that splits the two pastures, which is Basset, rotten grass, and then pine coulee side of that.
So where you move about every 2 or 3 weeks?
No, not usually that often.
No, okay.
Well, today's day 4, and we got rain today, which is appropriate because we had beautiful weather earlier in the week, other than a snow day for a partial day. But it's early morning. We had breakfast, and it's raining pretty good. Not pouring rain, but still rain, and we're still just a little bit wet. That's when the ladies buy you drinks.
After breakfast, they are taking us back out to the herd to start our day with the yelling of, "Hey, we're burning daylight."
Well, I didn't want a video because it's been raining like crazy. Right, Sue?
This is me.
As you can
Just
tell, I
after
was
we
understating the amount
got
of
off for
water
lunch.
that came down on my head.
And it was a little bit rainy and windy and cold.
Our token Canadian Ross got us some rainy day shots. So typical of a Canadian who's used to cold rain.
Say hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How about yourself?
This is Matthew, and he's from Cody, Wyoming. All right, here we are after the south pasture.
We did our job. This is a south pasture. That's where they're going to be for the next 6 months. This is not a vacation. This is an accomplishment.
Time to work.
Oh, you're almost there.
Got a traffic jam. Hey Bob, say hello.
Hi.
This is Bob, and he's from?
Tennessee.
All right. I'm gonna meet Bob. I'm gonna go to your house and ride your mule.
Come on over.
Sounds good. It's amazing the line of cows is this long. The front of it's down there.
We're closing the gate. We got them to the ranch today. Started Monday. It's Thursday. 6 p.m.
Somebody likes affection.
Okay, this is Friday. Our work this morning is going to be working on these cows, the calves. Not all the calves made it through the night. Got them out of the corral, in the pasture. Got them all dewormed. Well, we're on a plane. It took 3 hours to get here. And these mares are having foals, babies. And we're approaching. And they're now coming up to us. Here they come. There's the mares. There's the cowboys, cowgirls.
A couple Tennessee guys on it.
You damn traitors. Magic stuff here. Big mess.
All right, who we got here today?
Hi, my name is Tate Turner,
Where are you from?
Kentucky, Henry County, Kentucky.
What are you doing here?
Well, from the time I was a kid, I wanted to be a cowboy, so I dropped out of college and became a cowboy.
So how long you been a cowboy? Right?
A year and 4 weeks.
Well, that's quite a jump from
Yeah. I was a farmer before.
farmer
Yeah.
to a cowboy.
And I'd ridden a horse about 3 times when I hired on.
Yeah, you have an interesting experience on how you obtained this job.
Yeah, so I went on Google Maps and I looked up ranch, and I contacted as many as I could between the Canadian line and southern Wyoming, and heard back from 3. Heard back.
Did you have any handicaps in applying for this job?
Yeah, I'd never ridden a horse. That'd be the biggest. And so I heard back from 3, heard back seriously from 2, and was hired by 1, the Dry Head Ranch in Lovell, Wyoming.
And so you arrived at Dry Head Ranch, and so how long did your training program last?
They threw me on a horse and said, have at it. And that was it.
Okay, so you've been here a year, and of all the stuff you've seen, what has been the magic for most of the people that come here?
I'd say the fact that they think that, well, a lot of people, when Friday rolls around and it's time for them to leave the next day, they say it's back to the real world. And I don't think that most of them realize that this is the real world. You know, what matters out here is the work you do, the people you meet, and where you're going to get food and water. And in the real world, as they know it, none of that matters. What matters is your cell phone. And if you get your job done for the day. There's not much personally fulfilling in that for most people. So they come out here and they realize that there's a whole other side of life that they never knew about, when really it's the natural side of life that they've just been disconnected from for about 2, maybe 3 generations now.
Yeah, it's like the Matrix.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, who we got here today?
Hi, I'm Matthew Duke. I work here at Dry Head Ranch. I've worked here for this will be my 3rd year. I was born and raised in Cody, Wyoming, which is about 2 hours west from here at the ranch. I've always kind of cowboys always been in my family, horses, everything like that.
What's the vibe here at Dry Head Ranch?
I would say it's pretty outgoing. You meet a lot of new people. Everybody I've ever ran across has been real friendly. I would say it's pretty an outgoing place.
Now, some people are real experienced riders and some are not so experienced. How's that work out?
It doesn't matter here too much at Dry Head. We have horses for everyone. So like if you've never rode before, we got horses for you here, and we give everybody the kind of the same talk, even though if you're experienced or not. So we show everybody how we do stuff around here.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
No problem.
All right, who we got here?
My name is Kristen Grant.
Hi, Kristen. Well, I just settled up my bill here, and tell me why people come here.
For the experience, to ride in Montana and to ride in the wide open spaces and to just experience life with no cars and no highways and just no outside life, basically. No cell phone service either.
What's your observation on the atmosphere here at Dry Head Ranch?
Peaceful. Yeah, I wouldn't call it anything else but peaceful.
Okay, well, thank you very much. All right, so who we got here?
My name is Braden Grant.
Braden, and how are you affiliated with Dry Head Ranch?
I've worked for the part of the ranch for about 7 years now.
Okay, now we just got done with a busy day. What was your biggest responsibility as a employee here at the ranch?
Keep the cattle moving in the right direction.
And how would you do that, with your hands?
With my dogs, yeah.
Oh, you got dogs?
Yeah, a couple border collies that are pretty good working dogs.
How'd you settle on border collies?
I guess I've had a few different dogs, and border collies have been my favorite, so yeah.
I could see they made a difference in holding up the cattle, and the cattle and the dogs, they really talk to each other.
Yeah, they know their jobs. So,
Okay, well, thank you very much.
you bet.